The Hualapai or Hualapai are a tribe of Native Americans who live in the mountains of northwestern Arizona, United States. Today they are enrolled in the Hualapai Indian tribe of the Hualapai Indian Reservation. The name, meaning, people of the tall trees, is derived from Hwal, the Hualapai word for ponderosa pine and Pari people. The traditional territory is a 108-mile stretch along the pine-clad southern side of the Grand Canyon and the Colorado River, with the tribal capital located at Peach Springs. Government. The community is governed by the Hualapai Tribal Council, which includes a chairperson, vice-chairperson, and 7 other council members. The Hualapai have a tribal court and appellate court to uphold the Hualapai Law and Order Code and Hualapai Constitution. Law enforcement is provided by the Hualapai Nation Tribal Police Department, which came into existence in 2002. The department consists of a chief of police, deputy chief, criminal investigator and 11 sworn, Arizona state certified patrol officers. Fire protection is provided by the Bureau of Indian Affairs and the local volunteer fire department. Health care is provided by the BIA with a small clinic on the reservation. Alcoholism and obesity are major problems among many Native American people, so there are community-wide anti-drug and anti-alcohol efforts. Hualapai people have the unique physical trait of having a normally low blood pressure. So low in fact is their normal blood pressure, that if the average person had their blood pressure they would be passed out. Shock is rarely found in tribe members. This unique trait is thought to be passed down from older generations who were nomadic. Those that could survive the longest without water passed that trait on to future generations. Diabetes is also common among tribe members. Language. The Hualapai language is a Pari branch of the Yuman-Cochimi languages, also spoken by the closely related Havasupai, and more distantly to Yavapai people. It is still spoken by most people over 30 on the reservation as well as many young people. The Peach Springs School District runs a successful bilingual program for all local students, both Hualapai and non-Hualapai, in addition to immersion camps. Reservation. The Hualapai Indian Reservation, covering 1,142 square miles, was created by the Presidential Executive Order of Chester A. Arthur on January 4, 1883. Average temperature and precipitation economy. The tribal economy is based on tourism, river rafting, cattle ranching, hunting expeditions, and timber cutting, as well as crafting of traditional and modern folk arts. Business matters are guided by the Hualapai Enterprise Board, a committee of independent, business-minded tribal members and non-members. Complete banking services are provided by Arizona's major financial institutions in Kingman, Arizona, a small city 50 miles away. Full-time employment is provided mostly through government programs. Current growth. There has been rapid economic, social, and governmental progress. More than 200 new homes have been built recently. About 14 miles of town curbed. An improved community water and sewer system provides infrastructure for future growth. 300 streetlights were installed in 1999. Taxes. State taxes. The state of Arizona does not tax Indian lands and Indian-owned property on reservations. Incomes of Indians residing on reservations are not taxed by the state if they are wholly derived from reservation sources. Indian people of Arizona are also exempt from state and local sales taxes on consumer goods purchased on the reservation, unless such taxes are imposed by the tribal government. However, the state of Arizona collects taxes from reservation residents on sales of gasoline, electricity, natural gas, and telephone service. Federal taxes. The federal government does not exempt individual Indians from income taxes or other federal taxes. History and culture. Ceremonies. Major traditional ceremonies of the Hualapai include the maturity ceremony and the mourning ceremony. Nowadays the modern sobriety festival is also celebrated in June. Afterlife. The souls of the dead are believed to go northwestward to a beautiful land where plentiful harvests grow. This land is believed to be seen only by Hualapai spirits. Traditional dress. Traditional Hualapai dress consists of full suits of deer skin and rabbit skin robes. Traditional housing. Conical houses formed from cedar boughs using the single slope form called a wickiup. Reservation life. The Hualapai Reservation was created by executive order in 1883 on lands that just 4 regional bands considered as part of their home range, like the EKWATPAA or Haikasar-PAA. The other Hualapai regional bands lived far away from the current reservation land. Hualapai War. The Hualapai War was caused by an increase in traffic through the area on the Fort Mojave-Prescott Toll Road, which elevated tensions and produced armed conflicts between the Hualapai and European Americans. The war broke out in May 1865, when the Hualapai leader Anasar was killed by a man named Hundurtanak in the area of Camp Willow Grove, and in March 1866, in response, a man named Clower was killed by the Hualapai, who also closed the route from Prescott, Arizona to the Colorado River ports due to the conflict. The most important and principal Hualapai leaders at that time were Warbayuba, Sherem, Hitchi and Suskatama. It was not until William Hardy and the Hualapai leaders negotiated a peace agreement at Beale Springs that the raids and the fighting subsided. However, the agreement lasted only 9 months when it was broken with the murder of Chief Warbayuba near present-day Kingman during a dispute with the Walker Party over the treaty. After the chief's murder, raids by the Hualapai began in full force on mining camps and settlers. The cavalry from Fort Mojave responded, with the assistance of the Mojave, by attacking Hualapai ranch areas and razing them. The pivotal engagement took place in January 1868, when Captain S.B.M. Young, later joined in by Lt. Jonathan D. Stevenson, surprised the ranch area of Sherem with his more than 100 warriors. Known as the Battle of Churum-Peak, it lasted all day. Stevenson fell in the first volley. The Hualapai managed to escape, but lost 21 warriors, with many more wounded. The battle broke the military resistance of the Hualapai. The Hualapai began to surrender, as whooping cough and dysentery weakened their ranks. On August 20, 1868, they were led by Chief Leave of the Amadwala PAA of the Yavapai fighters subtribe. The warrior Sherem, who was known for his tenacity as a warrior, later surrendered, thus marking the end of the Hualapai Wars in 1870. It is estimated that 1/3 of the Hualapai people were killed during this war either by the conflict or disease. Hualapai bands and villages. Ethnically, the Havasupai and the Hualapai are one people, although today, they are politically separate groups as the result of U.S. government policy. The Hualapai had 3 subtribes: the Middle Mountain people in the northwest, Plateau people in the east, and Yavapai fighter in the south. The subtribes were divided into 7 bands, which themselves were broken up into 13 regional bands or local groups. The local groups were composed of several extended family groups, living in small villages. The Havasupai were one band of the Plateau people subtribe. Plateau people Mataba Karpai Hajavabar, Tafika Halapaa. Villages: Hajabar, Haya, Havakavakio, Huascote, Kawaga, Quithakitharita, Matibika, Tanika, Koo Karpai Qwaqe, Bar, He, El Bar. Villages: Crozier, Djiwaldja, Haktalakava, Haktutudeva, Hel, Kathat Nihar, Makete Qwagawi, Sewi, Takiathawa, Ykanyo Nyav Karpa Ekwatpaa Hakasar Paa Havasua Paa. Villages: Aguada, Hake Takwiva, Haxa, Hanyajiluwaya, Thavnal Nalwej, Wiwikwiga, Yugut Middle Mountain People Sotolv Karpai Wikafata Paa Haremet Paa, Villages. Kimethiap, Harkamu, Hakatova Hadja, Hamta, Hathaweli, Kio, Ivthia Tanakwi, Kenu Atci, Kwatea, Nyilta, Quwl, Niha, Thawinuya, Waikarila, Waniha, Wikatavatava, Waikawirta, Winya, Kaitawasa, Wayukanam Yavapai Fighters Hualapai Amatwala Paa, Villages. Hakjekadja, Ilwenya Ha, Karwit, Taktardapa Kweva Karpai Tekarovla Paa Burrow Creek Band, Villages. Chivi Kahab, Jimwansvyo, Hajaluwaya, Hapuk, Kwakwa, Kwalhwata, Kwathawa, Takminva, Hakiatsa, Pariha Kiacha Paa Hawalji Japar Bar, Villages.